Welcome to The American Dream, a show now airing in over 50 cities across the country. We're heading to Texas, Arizona, California, and of course, your local neighborhood. We're approaching the end of January, hoping that everyone has kept to their New Year's resolutions to be happier, healthier, and maybe just a little bit wealthier.
Meet that new thing.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
This week's show is about the wealth of health. But stay tuned, because first we hear from a real estate professional in your city. Let's listen to what they have to share this week.
This week on The American Dream, we're talking about the American dream of entrepreneurship. There was a time in my life and my business before we expanded into this office complex that we worked from home when we had a couple of employees. And today I want to take you out to the Tiny Soldier, entrepreneur here locally in Peoria that does all of our swag and our branding and our printed material, and just show you her entrepreneur journey and show you what she's done and accomplished from her home. So today I'm here with Janelle from the Tiny Soldier. And Janelle, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
So I'm Janelle with the Tiny Soldier, and we actually are a screen print, embroidery, and full print shop. So anything from printing on underwear to pretty much anything, sky's the limit.
Got it. And how long have you been in business?
12 years.
12 years. So where did the journey start for you? Why?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Why this business?
I was in the mortgage world for 14 years.
Okay.
I was an outside sales rep for a large mortgage company,
Right.
and obviously that all exploded.
Yep.
I was caught in the shrapnel there and had to reinvent myself. So after spending a year trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up, I decided something creative. Started looking into creative stuff and found an embroidery machine. Bought one.
Got it.
Never sewed. Nothing. Ever. Not a button.
Okay.
So it landed and I said, oh shit, now what? I have to figure this out. So they sent out a trainer and gave me just enough information to be dangerous, and here I am.
So we always think it's important when we start naming our businesses and our ventures. So where did the Tiny Soldier come from?
So we're a pretty patriotic family.
Okay.
So a lot of it stems from that. But we actually had a kids line of military and patriotic clothing to start.
Awesome.
That's where it started.
Okay.
We looked at storefronts. We looked at, like I said, buying, leasing, renting, even subleasing from people. We looked into everything. What it came down to was cost.
Yeah.
It was so much more financially responsible to build this than it was to go out and have all the costs that come with a storefront. Plus, our house is solar. I used to run about $1,100 a month on APS.
Okay.
Now, in the wintertime, I have a credit all winter.
Nice.
So
okay.
it's a
great
huge
point.
bonus to be here for that.
Yeah. So that's a lot of the entrepreneurial world is,
It's
you know,
just
you
learning.
learn by the Braille method. You throw shit against the wall, you hope it sticks, and when it doesn't stick, you go pick it up and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, now what do I do with
Like,
it?
I've literally taught myself how to do everything. I've taught myself how to digitize. I taught myself how to do graphic art. I taught myself how to digitize for rhinestones. I've taught myself how to do all these things so that I can work on all those machines too. So if something breaks, I'm not afraid to
You
get in
learn it
there
from the ground
and
up.
take it apart.
Right.
So if the tech comes out, I sit there and shadow them.
If there was somebody on the verge of considering entrepreneurship or opening a business in today's time, like what advice? Like if there was somebody out there that's thinking about getting into the t-shirt business or something like that, what advice would you give them that might change their trajectory and save them a couple of years of heartache?
There's so many different things to this. It would be pick something and learn it. Pick it and learn it all the way before you move on to the next thing.
That's good advice. Last but not least, where can they find you online, and do you ship?
We ship. We ship everywhere. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
Where do they find you on Instagram?
It's at the Tiny Soldier, and
Okay.
it's the _tiny_soldier.
Okay. And website?
thetinysoldier.com.
So at the end of the day, if you're considering, reaching a further market and making a mark in your business, branding is really an important part of it. Some of us know how to market certain things, but are you branding? And when branding comes down to it, me being in the real estate business, we started down the branding road with t-shirts, water bottles, different things that clients were happy to wear, like this military style shirt that was printed by the Tiny Soldier, and Janelle here. There's all kinds of different things you can do to leave your mark on people, and it makes you memorable, and it's something that people want to wear. So if you're thinking about it, reach out to Janelle. She has a great business. She's amazing to work with, and you will really be impressed with everything that she does. And I may even get one of those rhinestone jackets.
I don't bite either. So.
We hope you enjoyed that last story, but there's still so much to see in this week's episode. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming up next.
Hi, Kelly Zitlow here with Cornerstone Home Lending. So if your 2020 goals are to purchase a home, where do you start? Well, the first place you start if you're going to be using a home loan is to get pre-qualified. Now, technology is one of those beasts that we think we know everything, right? We get online, we research, we're monitoring our credit, etc. Here's the deal. When you do that, that's a great kind of foundation, but that's not going to get you to the finish line. If you want to purchase a home, you need to get pre-qualified, which means you need to talk to a lender. That lender is going to take down some information, they're going to pull credit, and really take a peek at your particular scenario and put together a financing strategy for you. If you're here in Arizona, we would love to assist. And if you just have general questions of what this, what about that, feel free to give us a call. We look forward to chatting with you soon.
Hi, it's Darren Tackett with the RTT Home Group at RE/MAX Fine Properties. This week on the American Dream, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite spots, Local Bistro. From there, I'm going to show you one of the nicest custom homes in the all-custom section of Greyhawk, Serenity. So come with me, let's check it out. I'm here with Brandon Hassel, General Manager of Local Bistro, and I wanted to ask him a little bit about the concept for the restaurant when it was created.
Yes, sir, Darren. We were about 9 years old now here at Local Bistro, North Scottsdale. We started off, the whole idea of putting this place together was, the fact of being able to come in, feeling at home. We specialize in making sure that, we're not a Mastro's. We're not a Dominic's. We're going to take that step right underneath, providing the best quality service and the best product that hits the table.
Speaking of the food, that's what keeps bringing me back. Tell me a little bit about the kitchen and how that...
We're always been from scratch. So nothing pre-cooked, nothing pre-panned, nothing pre-ordered. When that ticket goes in from the server that comes to your table to the kitchen, we take a look at it. We put the pan to the oven, or put the pan to the stove, excuse me, and we put the protein in the oven, and we deliver.
So nothing is pre-done here. They mix up the menu on a seasonal basis, and I come here all the time because it's always good. And I never get tired of it because they mix it up just enough to keep it interesting. Welcome to Lot 25 in Serenity at Greyhawk. This is an all-custom community, and I'm fortunate enough to be selling this home for the second time. The original owner had this 5,400 square foot 4-car garage home, and the current owner took that and added another oversized 2-car garage that with lifts can take this to an 8-car garage. So it's obviously meant for car people. And we have a lot of those here in Arizona because we have over 300 sunny days per year. But it's also a really nice, well laid out custom home. So let's go inside and check that out. I love the floor plan on this home. It starts with this really nice formal living room. And it's a huge split plan. Master and the office are on one side. You have this formal dining room with a butler's pantry in between the kitchen. The kitchen and family room in this house are fantastic. They open up with a big sliding wall of glass to the outdoor, give you that indoor-outdoor effect that everybody here loves. And it has all the amenities you would expect in a custom home of this caliber. You have dual dishwashers, all the appliances are Viking Pro. You have 42-inch alder cabinets, wood beam ceilings, custom light fixtures, huge gas fireplace. It's awesome. Phenomenal master bathroom, dual sinks, huge jetted tub, and the shower is it's a party shower. Not only do you have this oversized 3-car garage, but you still have the 1-car garage on the detached casita, and the coup de grace is this massive, oversized 2-car that's tall enough for lifts, it's big enough for a Mercedes industrial van. Whatever you're thinking, this house will accommodate.
We hope you enjoyed that last story, but there's still so much to see in this week's episode. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss what's coming up next.
Hey everybody, it's Claire Ackerman with North & Co. And today we're going to show you a little bit about what Arizona has to offer. We are at Snow Bowl, which is on Humphreys Peak, and it is the highest point in the state of Arizona. So today we're going to show you a little bit of what Arizona has to offer and see a rail jam contest. So stay tuned and check it out. We are actually lucky enough to have Doug Quick basically take a couple moments and explain to us what Snowball has to offer and how he's actively involved as he handles basically the fundraising and the marketing for the teams. And
for FAST, I do like the special events for the FAST team, which is the Flagstaff Alpine Ski and Snowboard team. And then we also have the Grand Canyon Freeride team, which is skiers and snowboarders, and that's the event that they're competing in today.
And your little man
and this is Caden.
One of those on the team, and you got awarded today, what, second place?
Yeah. Got a nice little silver.
Nice.
All right, let's start handing out some medals, huh? Let's give a big thanks to our judges before we start handing these out. Stu, Tony, John, Ben, and John, they did a great job today with some kind of difficult conditions with visibility.
Tell us a little bit more, like, do they travel around? Like,
So
how do other kids maybe get involved?
Absolutely. So the team is really good. FAST has been around for decades, probably 60, 70 years.
Oh, wow.
The overall team has about 120 athletes on it.
Wow.
And then it breaks down into the ski racers and then the Grand Canyon Freeride team, which is more of the rail jam like today and some other events. It's really cool. And we have about 20 riders that have made it to nationals in the last couple years.
Way.
Caden's made it to nationals in Colorado the last couple years. And it's really cool to go from Flagstaff, a little town in Arizona, and go represent at Copper Mountain in Colorado with literally thousands of riders and athletes. And the USASA that he competed in, they're the sanctioning body that handle all the competitions. And that's like the feeder pool to the Olympic team. So 100% of the US Olympic snowboard team came from USASA.
That's impressive. Look, you got some big shoes to fill, buddy. We're gonna take you to the Olympics, right? Yeah. Cool. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It's been great. It's cold, and I'm ready to get back to some warmth.
Arizona does have snow.
That it does. This is a truly unique custom home. It's actually on a private golf course in Pine Canyon. So follow me and let me go show you. So this property is just under 4,400 square feet. It is 4-bed, 4.5 bath. It actually, right when you walk in, you have a view of the 8th and 9th fairway right on the golf course. It's rustic, custom, but has a modern flair at the same time. This house couldn't be more perfect for entertaining. The kitchen overlooks the whole living area. You have top-of-the-line appliances, Sub-Zero, Wolf. You even have custom copper hammered sinks and a 400-bottle wine cellar right off the dining room. So the really neat part about Flagstaff is we are only 2.5 hours from Phoenix. So when most people think of Arizona, you think 115 degrees, you think the desert, dry weather, but in just a short drive, you can be up in the mountains and go skiing. We also have in Flagstaff, Northern Arizona University, and you're just about an hour from the Grand Canyon. So there is so much to offer here that you really can't go wrong whether you move here or just have a second home.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from your local professionals. Up next, we head to the Texas Hill Country to check out a home that has plenty of self-sustainability for healthy living. Let's go meet Bobby Cortez.
All right, guys, welcome to 6777 Bear Creek Road over in Pipe Creek. Now, Pipe Creek is just 30 minutes north of San Antonio in the Texas Hill Country. Population is only about 9,000 people. So if you're looking for some peace and quiet, I promise you it doesn't get more quiet than Pipe Creek. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing my lumberjack shirt, which can only mean one thing. We're in a ranch. The ranch is actually a 77-acre ranch with a 2,800 square foot main house. There was also some detached quarters, a shooting range, animals, we got it all. So let's take a quick view of this property. Let's check it out. Come on. So here we are in the main house. Just because you're in a ranch in the country doesn't mean that you got to give up amenities. This has everything you would want in a home and even more. Very open floor plan, beautiful finishes. Let's check it out. All right, guys, here we are in the main house. As you can see, it's a very open floor plan. You have the high ceilings, the saltillo tile, the completely renovated and updated kitchen. You can see all the cabinet doors, the large island kitchen, brand new appliances, double oven. This is really perfect for large gatherings or cooking for large families. Let's go through the house. There's a wraparound porch. There's a lot more to see outside. Let's take a look. Outside of the house. What's a ranch house without a wraparound porch? It's perfect for that morning coffee or even drinking wine at night. There's so much the outdoors have to offer out here, so let's take a look at it. Here we are at the fire pit, and fire pits are staple of the hill country. It's really a throwback to the chuck wagon days. Plenty of space for animals, right? It even comes with its natural alarm clock. There's no need to drive to town for eggs. You got them right here. So to go with your eggs, you also have your own garden where you can grow your own spices, your own fruit, your own vegetables. Perfect for your morning omelets. So even though the main house has 4 bedrooms, sleeps plenty of people, for those really large events or large gatherings, you have a detached cabin that sleeps an extra 6 people, even has its own bathroom. So 77 acres, there's a ton to do here. There's multiple feeders. They have a wildlife exemption, tons of wildlife. So for a shot at this place, give us a call. Call me on my cell phone, 210-454-8806. Oh, and by the way, it even comes with its own shooting range.
We all know that locally grown organic produce is the way to go when trying to live long and healthy. So on that note, we hear from John Little next as he shows us an organic produce farm in East Austin.
I can find my way through the trees. So don't wait, fall, me to get home.
Hey guys, Shelby Lapine here with Priority Settlement Group of Texas, and I'm here today with John Little at one of his amazing listings right next to the airport. We're over here in East Austin, and this actually was the second location to Johnson's Backyard Garden. So this is a really unique listing that John Little has. Let's get with him and have him tell us a little bit more about this property.
Hi, I'm John Little. We're out at 9515 Hergotts Lane. It's located between the airport and downtown off of 183 and close to 71. It's a commercial property, just a little bit short of 20 acres. It's owned by Johnson's Backyard Gardens. He has outgrown this facility, but he's still using it to clean his vegetables, basically a warehouse facility with a few other improvements. The cool thing about this property is it's unrestricted and it's fantastic location. We're in a 100-year-old oak grove. Back here we've got 10 acres of organic fields for farming and still the facilities up front that you could run a business off of. Multi-use, unrestricted, great location. All right, folks, as we said, we're out at the new facility. The other property we were just at is we're selling it, and I'm out here with Brenton Johnson with Johnson's Backyard Gardens. So exactly what qualifies or what is organic farming?
Well, organic farming is growing food naturally. You know, I started out wanting to provide for my family. I wasn't thinking about being a farmer, and I wanted to grow healthy food without any kind of chemical fertilizers or pesticides. With the culture that we have in Austin, our customers demand healthy, locally grown organic produce.
Wow. Well, obviously you can tell we're in a greenhouse, and where they're growing sweet onions.
Yeah,
if you were here, you could smell them. But what other vegetables, idea, what all do you grow out here?
Well, we grow over 200 different varieties of vegetables. We're planting the tomatoes, all the different heirloom variety tomatoes we're gonna grow, the cherry tomatoes, all of our sweet peppers, our eggplants, our watermelons. That's what we're planning for to get started in the greenhouse right now. One thing else that we do that I think is really nice for people in Austin is that we have a spring transplant sale. We invite our customers to come out to our greenhouse, and we sell transplants for people to start in their garden at home. The end of February and the first part of March is when you want to get your garden started in your backyard, and we go ahead and provide certified organic transplants for people in Austin and invite them to come out and see the farm. And it's a labor of love. It's a lot of hard work, but you know, when you're doing something that you feel like you're really contributing and doing good work, you look forward to coming to work every day.
Well, Brenton, we appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Up next, we head to Arizona to learn how they gather precious water from nearby mountains and some tips to maintain a thriving community. We'll hear about locally sourced water up next from Lloyd Fox.
Have you ever wondered how nearly 5 million people survive in the middle of a desert? Here in the Valley of the Sun, it's this wonderful resource that we don't get a lot of here. It's called water. Today's a rainy day, Next thing you know, we're going to be calling it a dry rain here in the middle of the desert. But the bottom line is, how do we take such a precious and scarce commodity in the state that we live in and not only survive, but thrive? I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group, and today we're going to answer those questions. How do we capture all this water? How do we move it through the valley? Salt River Project, SRP, has over 130 miles of canals like this. These canals are like arteries and veins running through our entire Valley of the Sun, bringing us water every single day. These are the places that I love to ride a bike, I love to walk, run. You'll see people along them all day long. We are able to harness all the water that comes in off of the mountains that are all over this beautiful city. We have a very different climate to the north. We capture the snow and we run it, all that water that comes off of those mountains, about 150 miles, to right here where it's needed most. And then it becomes about use. When you think about use, it really boils down to us. You, me, everyone in the community. A couple of tips for homeowners. Number one, make sure you're always keeping track of whether you have leaks. The less water you can use, the better off we're all going to be. But more importantly, just be mindful of this resource, this precious resource that we have, that to much of the world is something that they never get to experience. Water of convenience, water of cleanliness, water of drinkability. Let's go take a look at a house. Welcome to one of my favorite areas in the entire valley, North Central Phoenix. Pricing pressure continues to push up here because as the valley expands, the population grows. People want to get into the center of town. And this is a fabulous part of the entire valley. This particular place that we're going to take a look at today, a little over 2,000 square feet, quarter of an acre, but wait until you hear about some of the other features inside. Some of the things you're truly going to love about this place. Number one, they went way beyond the cosmetic. Not only are all the floors updated and look fantastic, but the things that you don't normally think about and don't normally see are the other hidden gems here. All the HVAC system and the ductwork has been completely replaced, maximizing the efficiency. The air handler has moved from downstairs up into the attic space, much quieter. The other key is all the windows. When you go to buy an old home, a lot of times the efficiency in the old windows loses everything. These are all dual pane and there's much more in the backyard. Heated pool, heated spa, year-round entertainment. You know, if you're gonna have a pool or a spa here in the Valley of the Sun, why not be able to take advantage of it year-round? So thanks for joining me here today. Lovely house, North Central Phoenix. And like I said earlier, if we all act responsibly with our main resource, water, these neighborhoods will continue to flourish forever. Thank you so much. Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group.
Last but certainly not least, let's hear from Ryan Schramm in Orange County as he shares the benefits of outdoor walking and hiking in a beautiful outdoor landscape.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan Schramm. Today I'm here with my beautiful wife Courtney, and we're standing at a place that's near and dear to both of our hearts. This is Calafia Park, and we used to exercise here and go walk the San Clemente Beach Trail, watch sunsets out here, and we're going to be exploring today this thing that doctors say about walking. They say that walking can literally improve your mood, enhance brain chemistry, and improve your overall well-being. And in San Clemente, we're lucky enough to have 5 trail networks that span the coast, the canyons, and our hillsides and ridgelines. And we're gonna take you on an exclusive look at these trails today So why don't you join us as we go check them out? Let's go. I love that smell. Desert sage, it just rained. This is one of my favorite spots because you've got the desert landscape, that smell mixing with the salt air. It's really the desert meets the sea, and San Clemente State Park behind me. That's why I love this spot. So enough about my nostalgics and sense of smell. Why don't we go check out the beach trail? Let's go. So now we're on the San Clemente Beach Trail. This trail is 2.5 miles long. We're starting at the southernmost end and we're gonna take it north. And there's some really cool stops along the way. You've got San Clemente Pier. You can stop off for coffee or ice cream while you're there. Babe, what's one of your favorite spots on the trail?
I love when we start walking over the bridge towards North Beach and you can see the water to your left.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty spot.
We have seen some beautiful sunsets there. It's a good spot to bring your dog, or you can even ride a mountain bike on the trail. I think there was a guy on a mountain bike that just passed us, so tons of opportunity on the San Clemente Beach Trail, and just an overall great place to come after work and, like we talked about earlier, enhance your mood. So I hope you guys enjoy the San Clemente Beach Trail. So we left the beach and we came up here to one of San Clemente's highest streets, Salvador. And behind us here is the Rancho San Clemente Ridgeline Trail. I told you guys that we've got ocean, ridgeline, and canyon trails. This one's a little bit more of a hike, so we're gonna go hike that first incline and we'll meet you guys at the top. Let's go. Whew. Did I mention that this was a steep incline? I think I'm gonna take a little halfway break right here and enjoy the view of Dana Point Harbor behind me.
Let's go, babe.
That's usually how it goes. She's kicking my butt. All right, back to it. All right, so now we're at the top of the San Clemente Ridgeline Trail. How you feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah? Not too winded?
Nope, 100%.
Good, you're doing better than me. Anyways, this is a really cool lookout spot. Behind me, Dana Point Harbor, all the hills of San Clemente, Dana Point, and San Juan. Behind the camera, San Diego, La Jolla, Point Loma, 360-degree views. And from here, you can take this trail and go to Nob Hill, which is a really cool lookout point, central location in San Clemente. You can go to the dog park, walk your dog there, or take your mountain bike and hit some incredible single-track mountain bike trails. And we've been graced by a presence of the most beautiful rainbow. It's setting out over Camp Pendleton. Just an absolutely gorgeous view up here on top of this trail. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Today we looked at 2 of the 5 San Clemente trails, the Beach Trail and the Ridgeline Trail. And I think it's pretty safe to say we proved the fact that 10 minutes of walking a day improves your overall well-being. I'm feeling great. I got some endorphins kicking in. How are you feeling?
Great.
Awesome. So if you guys have any questions, there are 3 more trails that you can check out. Text me, call me. I'd love to point you guys in the right direction of where you can enjoy all that San Clemente has to offer. And I'll look forward to seeing you on my next episode. Take care.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream, and hope you saw something new and entertaining. This year is going to be bigger than last. We've got some pretty cool stories and big changes on the way. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and thank you so much for watching.